How to succeed in MLMs without really trying. In this video, I'm going to talk exactly about that. How do you succeed? And not only that, towards the end of the video, I'm going to talk about the number one way to attract people where you can just do it from your home. So why I want you to stay to the end is I'm not going to talk about how to attract people, how do you keep them with you, and how do you get them then to work for you on your team so you get the kind of residual income on these compensation plans that you deserve. Okay, the 5 things I'm going to talk about in this video are: number 1, how do you just create awareness around what you're doing, the MLM that you're in? Number 2, how do you do the social posts so you start getting more and more followers? Number 3, what do you need to do to engage with them and keep them sticking to your conversation? Number 4, just some tips on how to interact with them and again to keep them moving. And number 5, the most important of that I think, is you move them into your funnel, which means move them into your database. Followers on the internet are one thing. A database builder is a monetized move. And I got to get you monetizing. So let's begin. So when you're creating awareness, which is your number 1 thing to do, is talk about why this business is important, why these products are important, what are the results that it potentially could get, whether it's a nutrition product, a skincare line, an anti-aging. I mean, if it's wine, it's just good, right? I've done direct sales in wine for a long time. You could go totally the other side. There's a lot of service-based companies. There's financial services. There's send-out cards. There's all sorts of different companies that have services. There's different companies that have product. But you have to talk about the awareness and why you love it. Why you love it, what's it doing for you in your life. So speaking to that, one of the biggest strategies to be successful in MLM is become an active user of their products and services. I know that sounds really odd, but I don't know how many people, like, they're in it because they want some check, but they're not using the products themselves. So for you to create awareness on your social channels, talk about what you're doing, talk about the different products, how they're affecting your nutrition, your health, your energy, your sleep, your face, your whatever the product or services is. So once you create awareness, you've got to do the posts. And I'm going to encourage you to go to every social channel. So I know there's people who love Facebook or they love Instagram, they love Twitter, but they're not everywhere. I'm going to encourage you to go everywhere. This year was one of our years we went everywhere on social posting. And I talk about who I am, what I do, why I love the products. I mean, right now I'm doing a huge beat inflation campaign, and it's going to go on for a while. Why direct sales compensation models don't allow price increases. So it's the only place that I know you can shop inside direct sales companies and not have the inflationary prices that we're going to be experiencing for quite a while. So direct sales, I'm on a huge beat inflation campaign because direct sales is the only place that I found, and if you want, you can comment in the notes below if you found it somewhere else, where they can't price increase. So this 20, 30, 100% inflation we're seeing everywhere in the stores, they can't do that because the compensation models are already fixed and they're set. So your pricing of buying goods are fixed inside of this. So you've got a huge edge just in the inflation conversation, which is what I'm having, so I'm sharing that with you. When you're posting, post about the product, post about the service, how it's affected you. Maybe even do some posts where you're doing some interviews that you've pre-recorded with some of the other people that are in your downline. What has the product done for them? Because you can't state results. That's just not going to happen. The FDA is going to be all over you, and every other agency is going to be all over you. But what you can do is interview somebody on what the product or service has done for them. I know someone in a financial services one where they have some identity protection and how they had an identity fraud earlier in their life and how this company totally have cleaned them up. That's a great interview. And one of my clients that's in that, I encouraged her to do it. So she's got that post. So you want to be posting everywhere. And then as you get into number 3, go back to them on a regular basis. Every day you got to be back out to every social post, and you have to be commenting, you've got to be engaging, and ask questions. I don't think enough people ask questions. We always are asking you questions. What would you do if you had $1 million? What would you do if you made $1 million? What would you do? How would you do it? Start asking questions about what people want. If you're in a health and nutrition direct sales company, ask about, how's their sleep? What do they want to experience better sleep? How's their eating? How's their energy? Whatever the thing is, you want to create huge amounts of engagement to get them interacting with you. And once you interact, I'm really aggressive. I want you to get them out of there as fast as you can. The faster way that you're going to start getting clients, people signing up with you, is just invite them to have a conversation and say, we could stay out here and be in direct messages, or what, here's my phone number, what's your phone number, can we jump on a quick phone call together? Get them out of there as fast as you can and get them on just one simple product. $10, $20, break up those free kits or those small kits and sell them something, one energy drink, one shake, one lotion or potion, one thing. Just give them an experience that they then can come back. And I also like to give them a little homework. So when you give them the experience, give them some homework. Say, then when can we meet again to talk about the thing you had them do? Eat something, drink something, use a lotion, use a financial services product, do something with them, have them get back to you in interaction. Then in that next interaction, move them into a monthly product. Start moving them into samples, to products. Then you move them all the way through to your database. So your database building is one of the most critical techniques and activities you're ever going to do. And you can go to my channel and you can search about databases and why to monetize databases. And if you think about all these big valuations of all these big tech companies, why do they get such big valuations? Members and subscribers, not just followers. It's fascinating to me how many people are on social channels that have, 1 million, 2 million. One guy's got 1 billion followers on one social channel. He doesn't even make $1,000 with that. 1 billion people? How do you not? I mean, I can't even believe it. So I want you to move them to your database. We're huge fans of a very specific database. In fact, I'll give you a link to my special offer, my special offer at the end of the video. So you can get in and start building a database. Bob Proctor told me when I was 21 years old, whoever has the biggest monetized database will win, and he was correct. Now, I didn't really know what that meant then, but my whole goal throughout my career has just been to build a database of people that want what I have, and then offer them a lot of products and services that they want to buy from me. So you can do this. You can do this from your home. You can be out on all the social channels, create the post, create the engagement, create the interaction, where then you get them on a phone call as fast as you can, put them in your database, take notes about them, and stay in touch with them. And in direct sales, I do it a little in reverse that you're being taught by most of them. They're going to say, go find downline, go find leaders, people who want to be, really work the business with you. If they haven't even tried the product, how are they going to work a business they don't even fall in love with? So get them on the product, get them on a monthly subscription. Then by month 3, if somebody's willing to spend 3 months, which are most direct sales are anywhere between $80 and $120 commitment a month for their product or service. If they're willing to do that for 3 months, then invite them in. Now they're in a way that they can make money back, which then makes you money. So it's a little slower build, it's a stickable build, and you're going to have way more success of building a massive downline. You got a lot of ways to do that right now. So I want you to subscribe to our channel. I'm here every day, 5 days a week. Make sure you click the notifications so the minute it comes out every morning, you have your first 10-15 minutes with me to get you set mentally, energetically. Some messages are going to totally fit to what you're doing in a day. Some messages, are just going to be interesting. You want to just forward them on and share them with other people that might need this conversation. So at the beginning of the video, I talked about the one thing, the most critical thing, it is getting people in your database. You want to get them in your database. And I want that database not to be the back end of the direct sales company's database. I want it to be you. So I need you to have you front facing, even if it's just a landing page, just a simple landing page with some opt-ins to simple products that they can have. You could ask a question out on social media. Bring them into your database. Say, what are the products you want? Can I have you send out? Or can I send out to you today? Do you want one on sleep? Do you want one on energy? Do you want one on weight loss? Like, what do they want? And give them that one thing. But bring them into your database. Once they get into the monthly subscription, you can introduce them to the backside of the company's database. But you want to front face. This is your work, your money, your database on the front. I want to tell you about a story of a woman who became a multimillionaire. She came to me as a Mary Kay distributor. Actually, there's kind of 2 stories. There's 2 different Mary Kay distributors. So the first one came, and she immediately added 3 other direct sales companies, a clothing line, an accessory line, and a jewelry line. So now she became an image consultant. So she built a big brand and a database around 4 different direct sales companies, and being the image consultant as the lead. And all of the products and services were done and bought through her direct sales companies. Different story was, this became a regional training actually that I did, is they started doing $25 lipsticks a day. So from the 2 lipsticks a day, they got consistent. They did 2 days, that's $50 a day. So they told 2 lipsticks at $25, and they did that 5 days a week. Then they followed up and they sold the single lipstick buyer into a monthly subscription of up to probably 100. Now they're on a monthly, right? And then they sold up into becoming part of their downline. But you don't move people to their back database, right? The Mary Kay back database. You front face. You're the image consultant. You're the lipstick expert. You're the color expert. You're the facial skin, however you want to posture yourself. You put yourself up front. You lead generate that way. I have so many people who become well into 100,000-aires and millionaires indirect sales. You can do this. So I want to invite you into this industry. Right now, there's not one of you, I don't care where you are in the world, that doesn't have to beat inflation. And we're going to be here for a while. So the only way, again, you get to do that is you fix your price buying. So I'm going to have you click on the link below and just invite you to listen, have a conversation with our team, see if it's right for you. But I'm going to beat inflation by getting so many people in direct sales. I love it. So go to askloral.com/beat inflation. And I have a video there and explains how I'm using direct sales to beat inflation and how you can do the same. But I cannot just leave this video without giving you my link. My link is a very special link. You can't find it anywhere on the internet, to one of the best databases. I have made hundreds of millions of dollars using this database, and very structured. You can actually do all the work for you in this database. So again, click on the link and it will take you to a page to get signed up for our database. And if you want more services and you don't want to put your hands on the keyboard, I don't put my hands on the keyboard, our team will do that for you as well. So lots of fun, good stuff that's in this recording today. I will see you tomorrow.